Hi everyone. I hope your day is going well because mine is not. It's 3:30 and I'm just done with class and I'm sick. I don't know how I was able to sit in 2 hours class today each. So I've been in school since I left my house at 7:30. So I've been in school since 9:30. I got here at like before 9. So my class started at 9:30 to 3:30. So it's like a full-time job, but I'm not getting paid. We are in, I think, week 6, no, week 7. So not much time left in the semester. I have midterm in 2 weeks and final in December. So October is almost done. It's like we only have like 2 weeks left, and I feel like I'm settling. Like right now I'm like getting a hang of it, but it's not, because there's too many assignments that is due back to back. For my legal practice and writing class, I had an assignment that was due Friday, and I have another one that I have to do a tons of reading for, that's due tomorrow. And when do you have the time to do it? Because it's 3:34 and I'm going to drive home. I'll get home at like 5 something, and my body is sick. I am sick, but I have class to at least read for tomorrow. But at the same time, I still have to prep and send this assignment that is due tomorrow as well. And it's not like undergrad that I used to like procrastinated before that I do an assignment and start doing it last minute. I wish that I could do that. It's just the time. Ugh, I don't want to cry, but it's hard. The path to become a lawyer, I know it wasn't gonna be easy, but this is harder than I ever thought it was gonna be. At this point, I should be feeling better, but I think it's me being sick that's getting to me. Yeah, it's only 3 years, and somebody asked me how it is being in law school as a mom. How do I do it? And you said that you're scared. It's okay to be scared, because it's something new that you never do, like you never done before. Like even studying for the LSAT, that was hard, but law school is harder. So if you can survive the LSAT and studying and be motivated to get that done, I think you can do law school. But law school is difficult in a sense that you don't have the power, like in the first year, to make your schedule. Right now I'm taking 17 credits, and I did not make my own schedule. So like if I were to make that, I probably would have taken like 12 credit, not taking 17 credit. I would probably ease my way through that. So and when you were studying for the LSAT, you, even if you are working full time, you still have the time to set aside to study for that. You didn't have an assignment that was due the day you're gonna spend the whole day in school, and you have to prep for that class. You have to study, like you have to read 30-40 pages for like one class, and you might have like 2-3 class that day that you have to read for, and you have to prioritize and to be able to submit that assignment on time. And if you're on call, you have to prioritize that. And as a mom, how do you do that? I mean, I'm doing it, but I don't know how I'm doing it, because that's the only thing I'm doing since I started law school. I don't have a life besides studying and take care of my son. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't change being a mom, because that comes before anything, even before law school. But right now that I'm in law school, I have to prioritize. And that means sometimes taking times away from him. That means like not being able to go to the park and spend the amount of time that I used to. And sometimes that means I cannot get on the carpet and start playing with him. And sometimes it means like skip dinner. And if you're a mom and you want to start law school, you can do it. It's doable. But knowing that there's a lot of sacrifice that comes to that. I mean, anything in life. And to go back to the LSAT, like if you're studying for the LSAT, you don't have those assignments due. You don't have to be on call. Like you make your own schedule. You prioritize like one hour, like a day, like can get you to a score that you want, as long as you spend that 1 hour and you actually get something done, not just like passive studying. And in law school, you can't do passive studying, because you're teaching yourself before you get to class. Like you have to be able to take notes. Like when you're studying, it's not only you study and get to class and take notes. Like you have to actually have your reading notes, and when you get to class, you take your class notes. So when you're doing your outline, you're able to have both and go back and forth and choose whatever that works for you, whatever you think that's gonna be on the exam, whatever the professor focus on. So yeah, I'm in my car and I'm doing it in my front camera on my phone. So yeah, you can do it. Being in law school as a mom, you can do it. I mean, next semester I'll make my life more easier by staying near campus and don't drive every day. Probably drive like once, like to come here on Monday, then go back home on Thursday. So that's something that I'm looking into, and I didn't do it my first semester. That is one big mistake that if you're gonna start law school, I would say that if you can be near the law school, I would do that, because the driving gets to you. And when you're reading, it takes energy that I never like realized before, that when you're studying and you're doing the work that it requires for you to understand the material, like in law school, it takes like a lot of mental energy. So yeah, don't get discouraged. I should practice my own preaching more. But yeah, so this is me. I'm sick, but I'm still pushing through. And I hope that in 3 years, when I sit here and I'm talking to you, that I can tell you that I passed the bar. That's my I hope that's what I'm looking forward to. See you next time. Bye.